guys, this is the Sorcerer Guy here, and welcome back to another Road to Money. This one is going to be the part 2 of the how to use the GTN, and this one is not going to be the basics ones. This one is going to be more about the buy low, sell high methods, and about more deep into the Galactic Trade Network. This one is going to be a little bit tricky, and you need a lot of time and effort to do this. But enough chit chat, let's get starting. Now, the first thing, obviously, when you're talking about the buy low, sell high method is do we actually need to do it on one server, or, you know, just looking around on servers, and which servers do you want to take? Now, don't take it on the dead servers. So, for example, if you're playing on the Progenitor, and you want to sell it, for example, on Tomb of Freedom NAD, that is not going to happen because the Tomb of Freedom NAD is dead, and the Progenitor is not dead. So the Progenitor is still pretty decent, and the Progenitor have a lot of players and is still an active server right now. Not as populated as the Red Eclipse or the Harbinger, but it is populated to sell some stuffs there. But what actually do you need to sell? To be perfectly honest, anything. There is a lot of stuffs which is really high rated, I mean rare, or really good price. If we wanted to take a good example, let's just go for Tithe. The new lightsaber at the moment is the titanium lightsaber. As you see right now, it's 34 million on the GTN. So this is now the probably the least price, so pretty much the lowest price in any other platinum sabers, and that is the perfect time since the Red Eclipse is more populated than, for example, on the Bagram colony, which is on North America. You can easily just character transfer there and sell it on a higher price. But I made a video about the buy low, sell high method. If you wanted to check it out, I'll put a link into the description as well, so I don't really want to talk about that much. But for starters, obviously, when you opening packs and you not receive like pretty good items, just for example, take a look around what you're seeing right now. So there was the ceremonial robe or whatever, which was 50k, and I managed to sell it for over 200k or 250k, so pretty much I made a 200k profit. I know it's not much, but at least it's something, and I don't need it to do anything for that, so to waste cartel coins or anything just for 50k. Obviously the best price is, for example, keep one of the old items and sell it later. So for example, I have the Arbor Markin right here, which is a really old item, or old back in the day, like 3-4 months ago. This one was still in the GTN, and it was like 2 to 3 million credits, and now it's over 700 million. I know I needed to wait for like 3 or 4 months, but the waiting time is really patient. Like if you have a lot of items, like literally a lot, for example, 2 sets of cargo bays, or 2 full cargo bays, and for example 2 full cargo bays on your legacy, that is just really easy to figure out what is the best way to, you know, get these items to sell. Now obviously the question is it good enough to sell? Obviously it is, because it was like 2 to 3 million credits, and now it's over 7. So if you're putting it to 6.5, probably you're gonna get it and sell it. Or also the same one, the white gray Hawkeye crystal, which was back in the day a really old one again, and this one is also 6.8. This one was around 1.4 million credits, and it's just really good. Still, I think this one is also from the battler packs, really easy to sell. I know the waiting time is not a big issue, but some of the persons who want to wait just gonna say no. You can do the server transfer method there if you, for example, just wanted to get the money quickly. There's the Texan lightsaber. At the moment there is one on the market for 4 million. If I'm going to check around, for example, all of the servers, the Texan lightsaber might be not in there, or might be a lower price. If it's lower price, probably the best thing to do is buy it on that server and maybe character transfer it later if I had them stuffs. But what I wanted to say, if you, for example, have you see my inventory right now, one of the best things is to see, you know, pretty much buying low and selling high is, for example, the supplementary and the body armors. So the body armors in general, not the individual pieces like this Diabolus sash, but just the individual. So for example, I have the Nightlife Operative supplementary body. If I'm checking the price, it's 400k, but you can buy this one really less cheaper. So the, as you see, the bracer is 25k. The helmet there is 75k, and the belt is not going to be a big issue. Nobody is interesting for that belt for 400k. I mean, the belt looks good, but the belt is not a lot of people interesting to getting the belt. So instead, if you want, you can just open this and maybe sell the individual belt and sell these as well individual. But if you just wanted to get some few stuffs, there is the best way to do it. But I not suggest to sell this for like 400k or something because of the belt. I suggest to sell it a little bit lower. This is just to be perfectly honest, if you wanted to go and make a lot of credits, you need to spend at least 2 or 3 hours instantly into the cartel market to just look around to everything. For example, if I wanted to collect the pets, because I'm a huge pet collector, I need to go and look around, see what pets do we have. So for example, I have this one for 19k. Now this is from one of the new ones, I think. No, it's actually from the tier 4 command crate. So I'm not tier 4 yet, so I'm gonna get it for myself because it's 19k, not gonna be a big issue. But if I wanted to go move forward and see what's in there, or just switch the price, obviously this one is not gonna be a big issue because you can get this one for cartel market certificate, so it's not worth 50 million. Or not even worth 47 million. Even though you can get it from chance cubes, nobody's gonna buy it for 47 million. Because instead they just gonna get one of the older packs and get a lot of certificates and buy it that way. But there is also a couple of stuffs which you cannot get. For example, the Dread Tooth, which is really expensive. The reason why it's only drops from Dread Tooth, and not a lot of people doing Dread Tooths these days. So yeah, that is just the reason why. The Mysterious Egg is also another one which a lot of people don't know what to use, or what is that Mysterious Egg is gonna do. There is guides on the internet and everything, so just Google it. But pretty much you getting the pet out of it. There is this Woodland Mirror, which is 4.5 million credits, and it's actually from the cartel market. But still, there is a lot of stuff. It's not even pets. If we're just talking about mounts in general and see what is like really low priced. And for example, the Chameleon, which from the Warbound Crusader pack, might not gonna worth too much. But if I wanted to go something else, so for example, this from the Alliance Supply Crate, might gonna get it because maybe later it's not gonna worth anything. Or the Vintage Load Lifter, which is also a decent one. Just buy a few of these and maybe you can sell it later, or sell it on a different server. That is the two main things to obviously do. But as I said, the best thing I think is to get low price and sell high later on. Is if you just selling stuffs in general, doesn't really matter which one. So for example, I have this Imperial Advisor, which is a really bad one, but 3 days ago it was 150k. If I wanted to actually get everything in general, then I'm just gonna look around and see if there is a supplementary for it, or a body armor. But as you can see, it's still 150k. If I wanted to get this, and for example, I'm gonna sell this one for 140k, then pretty much getting 10k and also getting the chest as well. And the chest, the individual chest is not even in here. So maybe just somebody wants the individual chest and wanted to get this one for 150k. Pretty much simple as that, but you're also getting the gloves for that, which is also 150k. So that is just madness about these upper bodies and lower bodies, and sometimes I really don't know what the hell am I talking about. So anyway, that was it for this little bit of buy low, sell high methods, how to use the GTN. Literally, if you selling stuff, so I have a lot of stuffs from the previous cartel markets, or just some items in general. Just feel free to keep it, maybe sell it later, or if you think it's the price is not going to change or anything, maybe try out and see a different server. And if you have a list what is much higher priced, so for example, if there is 20 or 30 items, it's much higher priced than the Progenitor, then it's really easy to just go into Progenitor, transfer those 30 items, get the credits, and put it back whatever you want to. Pretty easy method, not really much of a thing, but if you wanted to go and see the buy low sell high, you need to know a lot of servers prices. So how many people willing to pay money, for example, on the Progenitor for the Thaxon lightsaber, or the Arbor Markin, or even the Tithe lightsaber. So you need to check around and see that, and you need to have some sort of experience, so you can know if I, for example, buying the Tithe here on 30 million, definitely someone will gonna buy it on the Progenitor for 50 million. So yeah, that was it for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Yeah, this was a little bit of a requested video for you guys, what you desperately wanted to see. This is my method. Now obviously, as I said, there is a lot of methods in the game to make this for yourself. We can talk about for the packs, we can talk about cartel market items, so on. There is a lot of stuff what you can do for it, but there is literally, as I said, a lot of things and a lot of things to cover. So this one was just how to use the GTN for the buy low sell high method, but you need to know more stuffs about the servers, as I said. If you have any questions or your thoughts about it, let me know in the comment section below. I know I made some mistakes about it, and maybe this is not the best method, but it's still one of the best, I think. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.